Greetings, everyone. Joseph Solis-Mullen here. I just wanted to update you all on a passion project, something I've been working on for some time now, and it has to do with what was one of the oldest and continuously extant republics of Europe, and that was the Republic of Lucca, which is a town in the Tuscany region that you can go see today. It still has its wonderful medieval walls, and other than Venice, which also survived until the coming of Napoleon, Lucca was the other one. And so what I did is I looked at how the coming of Napoleon and the French Revolutionary armies, which led to the incredible reorganization of the Italian peninsula's political system, starting in 96 all the way through to 1805, I show how Lucca presented a special ideological and institutional, I don't know that I would call them challenges, but an interesting aspect for the French to deal with. And so I start by taking you all the way back to the 15th century. I do set that up somewhat by talking about like communal Lucca and talking about how the government was disrupted, and then showing how it was reconstituted during the 15th century after the coup of the 1430s, and how the republic was reimagined, reconstituted, and then kind of taking you quickly up to the 18th century, showing you how these republican forms had changed, how they had stayed the same, and showing how much in the same way other central and northern Italian city-states and republics had succumbed to either foreign domination or tyranny. The Republic of Lucca also had become incredibly oligarchic, something that we're all very familiar with in terms of very broad-based democracies eventually becoming oligarchic. And how the coming of Napoleon presented very interesting opportunities for these oligarchic elites who still used that language of republicanism, and how the French, when they arrived, they were highly dependent upon these quote-unquote republicans for effective administration of the city and its environs. And I talk about different aspects of Lucca's republican government over the centuries, specifically its weakness. Its weakness. It was a very weak central government, which really more relied upon incentives to keep the outlying regions loyal, and how there wasn't extremely effective revenue collection and things like that. And so the coming of the French presented these, for lack of a better word, collaborators with an opportunity of streamlining things like taxation, creating uniform regulations, and I leave us in 1805 with the conversion of the Republic of Lucca to the Principality of Lucca and Piombino under Elisa Bonaparte, Napoleon's sister, and show how the Republican forms and the language of republicanism was very much present throughout all of this, even as these forms were changing and new constitutions were being promulgated, and how there was this process of mediation and negotiation, and how still you had a lot of the same principal power players staying in their positions of power and influence through all of these transformations in the extraction apparatus of government. And so I thought that it made a very interesting case study. I happen to actually love that city a lot, and the archivists there were very helpful. It's one of the best archives you can ask for because it's all there. It never succumbed to foreign domination. It's not all in different places. There aren't big chunks of it missing, and I've been fortunate enough to go there several times and to work there, and so it really was a wonderful opportunity, and I was glad to finally be able to put that all down in writing and to be able to share it now. So hope you all enjoy. Thanks.